Hello and welcome to Canadiens Time. Well, that was an amazing game versus Philadelphia last night. I mean, it could have gone either way. I mean, Philadelphia is a tough team, physical team. It's it's always tough when you never know what you're going to get from the Canadiens. You could get what you saw versus New Jersey, or you could get what you saw versus Toronto. And we just saw a really good, high-scoring game. Canadians were just delivering tons of scoring chances, and Jake Allen was performing incredibly well and keeping them off the scoreboard, and it was just wonderful. And of course, Raphael Harvey-Pinard made Tony Giangelo look like an idiot, and that's just bonus points anytime that happens. And it just it was just a wonderful game, and I think it's nice to see that it seems like that one of the things that certainly is happening is that whereas when the team was in its worst state prior to Marty St. Louis getting hired, it was sort of like the losses just compounded on the losses. And this team, even if they have a bad loss, and they've had plenty of bad losses, that doesn't lead to just a snowball effect where they just continue to lose and lose and lose and lose, and they just seem to be able to rebound and get another win when it's just good that they don't seem to be building like these massive losing streaks, and that's good. It shows that whatever's going on with the team, there's a resilience there. And also, and also Chris Tierney, first game gets a goal. That's a great pickup by Kent Hughes, who finally did something. We've been waiting for so long. We saw so many people pass through waivers and not get touched. And he just picks a guy who scores in his first game in a Canadiens uniform. I mean, it's amazing the deals that Ken Hughes makes, and we'll have to see what goes on in the lead up to the trade deadline. As I can't wait for the trade deadline, because then we'll finally see what actually happens rather than all this speculation over who we could get this guy, this guy. We could trade this guy for this guy and this guy for this guy. Well, we could, but we may not. And it's just sort of like, well, who knows? And this guy's injured, and this guy is also injured, and this guy, I don't know, no one not wants him, and it's just and I gotta say, I've been harping on Evgeny Dadonov. Evgeny Dadonov. I just get hung up on his pronunciation. I'm sorry about that. And he does all these plays. I've been talking about it. They were talking about it on the Happy Hour too. Like, he's on his own wavelength. That it's just so interesting to see where he's just sort of doing his thing, and he's winding into traffic, and he's just maneuvering, and he's just doing these things, and then it just doesn't go anywhere. But then sometimes it does, and it's amazing when it does. But it's just a fascinating spectacle, seeing him in action, and he just. I don't know. There are no words. It's a fascinating story to continue to follow, and I mean, just watching this 70-year-old man play hockey, and also, shout out to Mike Hoffman missing the net on the breakaway. Great job on his part, the scoundrel. And I guess that's all.